Hello there, all you bucket heads, and welcome to Any Newfoundlings. This is another episode of the most disorganized podcast on the internet. Welcome to Under the Helmet Podcast. If you like what you see here today, don't forget to like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe to Under the Helmet Podcast because we do this thing like every week. So come
We
join.
try.
We got a big year coming up. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, so it's gonna be good. We actually just discussed this earlier today. Not to just jump right into the topic, but I wanna bring this up real quick. So I spoke with our good friend of the show, Site,
Yep.
and he had some very spicy takes on Instagram about
Terribly sorry.
Team Cap versus Team Iron Man. Eli, keep your ghosts somewhere else.
I'm sorry. It just sometimes I take work home with me.
You gotta store those things somewhere else.
Oh my god.
Hopefully, it's safe and approved by the FDA.
It's not the FDA. It's honestly the Department of Environmental. Whatever. I don't know. They
Got
come knocking every now and again.
Got it. Also, I don't know if I showed this off previously, but shout out to Hunter Schultz from 1313's Discord for this awesome helmet.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, bro.
I do love your Red 5 helmet. That is
I
pretty
do.
sick.
It's quickly become one of my new favorites. And for those of you who have not noticed, you can actually see my face semi clearly because we are working with a new laptop.
Working
Setup.
with new hardware, baby. Let's go.
And if you also noticed, I've not lagged.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful day. It is
Like,
a beautiful.
Outside of the very start, there has been no lag to your stream.
It's incredible. It's beautiful.
Pretty great.
You know, I love my old laptop, but they've served for too long. It's time to retire. Retire the old laptop.
So well, let's see. Admittedly, I want to start off today's news and rumors with a very, very special item. I know it's not
Are we
news
talking
and-
about the breaking development that just happened today out of
We're-
the
We're
land of
talking about what has been dubbed the pizza boxes incident.
Romania? Oh yeah, we're smoking that Tate pack already. Let's go.
I wanted to start off with this. I feel like Andrew Tate gets brought up enough on our show that we needed to discuss what eventually ended up becoming his, I won't say end, but definitely a step in the right direction.
Doesn't matter what color your Bugatti is when you're in jail.
Yep. And that's exactly where he's going, as reportedly Romanian authorities were actually able to determine that Andrew Tate was within their country after he posted a response video to getting roasted by Greta Thunberg, in which he included a pizza box, which is a specifically Romanian chain. Like, they are only within the country of Romania, which allowed the Romanian authorities to then track down Tate and arrest not just him, but also his brother. I believe his name is Tristan. I don't know. They're both going to jail.
Big shout out to all the people that have gone to the website of that pizza place and left absolutely hilarious 5-star reviews. One of my favorites was pizza so good it should be criminal. So another person said if you're here, I think it was like, if you're here, you know why you're here, and we're glad that you're here, or something like that.
Yep.
You know, it's like, we know why you're here.
If you know, you know.
Exactly. No, that was honestly the best news to wake up to. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should totally do, by the way.
Yep.
I very much on my story have been smoking that pack. Rest in peace, bozo.
This just goes to show, don't partake in sex trafficking.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Or be a misogynist, or there's a whole slew of reasons and things you should not do. And if I go into them, it'll last longer than my 48-point news and rumors section.
Oh god, 48 points.
We haven't done this in a second.
Has it been that long?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
All right, but yeah, rest in piss, Bozo. I think that's all we need to say there.
Yeah,
Let's
I
move on
mean, just
to. I don't have a band for this. All right, let's move on to some other news and rumors. So let's get that out of the way first before we kind of
news and rumors first. This
let's
is a
do
weird
it.
day.
Start it off right. All right, what other news and rumors do we have? You said you had
And
48 points.
yes,
let's
Emma,
not
we
do
are
it.
talking the Andrew Tate nonsense because we're very happy about that. Honestly, like
Let's see comments.
I just talking about real life. The place that I work at, we have an area where we have newspapers, and we get like we get Wall Street Journal, and we get the New York Times, and then we get another local one. But I'll go over there throughout the day if I ever get bored. And the amount of times that I go over there and am either saddened or deeply disappointed with what's going on is really unfortunate. So today, to wake up to some good news, that was amazing. I was so happy, so happy. Makes me very excited. Very excited. I did see
Emma,
Greta's tweet and response.
I did. I actually posted that tweet on my Instagram story. I thought it was hilarious.
So yeah, recycle your pizza boxes. It's important.
That's why. Because I mean, that was the whole point of like the video he made, where he was like, "I don't recycle. Bring in the pizza boxes that we're not gonna recycle." Bro,
This is
not only that, but he took the fattest L from Greta before all that.
Yeah, wasn't he was like, "Give me your email so I can email you a video of all my cars," and she's like, "Wait, what is it?" Oh well, yeah.
Shit. That's my Instagram story. Gotta love it.
We love it. We love the Instagram plug.
Got Pack Watch.
Goodness, I have so. Oh. All right.
Oh, you know another place that I just realized that we did not plug earlier was the Discord.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, join our Discord or else.
It's a nice place. It's a nice place.
We
got a couple people, just a few.
We do, and the plan is for the Discord to be more active throughout the year as well. So definitely join us there.
Speaking of, we'll get to plans for the new year.
But yeah, let's slide through news and rumors real quick. So I know you had a lot of them.
Just a few, just a wee bit.
A wee bit, little bit.
Let's see. Bryce Dallas Howard is going to direct a Mando season 3 episode. This makes me very happy. I love Bryce Dallas Howard.
What was the last episode she directed? She directed was it the finale? No, it wasn't the finale.
I was thinking it was the finale.
Of season 2. No, I know. Which one did she direct in season 2?
Episodes of The Mandalorian did Bryce Dallas Howard direct? Sanctuary and The Heiress. So Bryce Dallas Howard
directed the
very first
Bo-Katan
live-action Bo-Katan episode.
That's why.
I had to guess. If I had to guess, that's when we'll see her again. Because from what I remember, Bryce Dallas Howard was like one of the people that Dave Filoni had in mind when creating Bo-Katan. So, that was kind of a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have weird news because Sony's doing the Sony thing again, where they're trying to make a Spider-Verse without focusing on Spider-Man.
I saw that.
Donald Glover will reportedly star in a Spider-Man villain movie based on Hypno Hustler.
Yeah.
Who's that?
So
that's kind of my answer to like every single project that Sony has put out about a villain. El Muerte. Who's that? Hypno Hustler. Who's that? Morbius. I know who Morbius is, but like
we all know who Morbius is.
We all know who Morbius is now.
But my question is this. So you're having Donald Glover, who previously in the MCU played a character who is heavily implied to be Miles Morales' uncle,
Yeah.
Uncle Aaron. Why would you not put him in a Prowler movie?
Exactly.
Because then, or even, hey, you know what else you could do? You could do like a live action Spider-Verse movie and just like have him play the Prowler and have a Miles Morales in live action. And like, I bet if you ask Kevin Feige very nicely and politely and sweetly, you could, in fact, get it in the MCU.
Yeah.
It's not without question. I mean, it's entirely possible that could happen.
It is. It is. I feel like this
Another common Sony L, common who else is taking common L's? DC, but we knew that.
We knew that. Oh, I have
Did
good
they do
news.
anything else screwed up lately? I stopped paying attention.
I'm looking here. I'm looking here. Yes, but we'll get to it.
Oh, we'll get to it.
We'll get to that. There's the Ubisoft Star Wars game has begun their playtesting phase. So a while back, when it was announced that EA lost the license for like exclusive license for Star Wars games, like 5 other studios announced that they had a Star Wars game in the works. Ubisoft's game, which I believe is set to be an open world Star Wars game. Yeah, a story-driven open world Star Wars game. In a tweet published, this was today, but today was December 16th. Ubisoft developers announced, "We are looking for playtesters for the Star Wars project. If you live near Malmo, we would love for you to sign up." I don't live near there, so I will not be doing that.
I think it's somewhere in Canada.
I think so.
Because Ubisoft's Canadian.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Ubisoft Montreal is. Because they're the ones that make like the Assassin's Creed games and stuff.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Let's see. I have weird news. There's a Five Nights at Freddy's movie in the works.
Oh, I saw this, and
Matthew Lillard is going to be in it, aka Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and also Josh Hutcherson, who was in Hunger Games.
More importantly than Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, he was Stu in the movie Scream. And I will not get into spoilers, but if you've seen the first Scream movie, Matthew Lillard's character is incredible, and that is all I will say, because I do not want to do the spoiler thing.
I will also say this. I don't know that that's secondary to Shaggy and Scooby-Doo, because he was amazing in that, and that was a big part of the childhood.
But if you've seen Scream, you understand. That's all I will say. If you've seen Scream, you will understand. You need to watch the original Scream movie. It is incredible. I'm not a horror movie guy personally, but Scream is probably my favorite.
Let's see. Oh.
I'm hyped.
So apparently this movie has been in the works for a better part of the decade. But we have casting developments. And that's
but they've got Shaggy, man, so it's gonna happen.
They got Shaggy. Like Zoink Scoop. Anyway, so we have a couple video game TV series in development. Oh, yeah, that's fair. God of War is getting a TV show on Prime Video. Fallout is getting a TV show on Prime Video. We've had little bits of news sprinkled throughout. They were like set photos. Mm-hmm. The Last of Us is getting an HBO series. It has Pedro Pascal. I'm a little excited about that.
I saw that. That actually looks pretty good.
Apparently, Netflix is doing a Splinter Cell series, which, Sam Fisher's cool. Netflix is also doing a Horizon Zero Dawn series. I don't know anything about that other than it's only for PlayStation. Paramount Plus is doing a Knuckles series.
Please tell me they're going to have Idris Elba play him.
I think they are. I think they are. I think it's a spinoff of the Sonic movies.
They better.
Netflix is doing a Gears of War series. Cast David Bautista. He's wanted to do that for like ages now. Like, I know nothing about the Gears of War series. Cast the poor man. He's begged at this point. Netflix is doing a Tomb Raider series. I'm okay with that. And then, Netflix is also doing an Assassin's Creed series. And then the weirdest one is Peacock is doing a Twisted Metal series. Now, the Twisted Metal series is a very interesting one. It's kind of a demo derby game from back when the PS1, like the original PlayStation, was a console.
Have you ever played it?
Yes, actually, I owned all of the Twisted Metal games. That was
I
the
used to
first
play
video
it
game
every
console I had.
I used to play Twisted Metal as a kid.
You're kidding?
No, my dad and I actually used to play it all the time, and
Yeah.
we restarted our old PlayStation one day, and we played Twisted Metal, and because he still remembers the controls, and I was like 4, I got my ass destroyed. I got blown up multiple times, even though like near the end I kind of like learned it a little better.
Mhm.
I still got beat. My dad has a tendency to whoop me at video games, so
I grew up.
except the original Battlefront 2. I'm a goat at that game.
We're gonna see how that goes on PC.
Okay, we will.
This
We will
is-
see how it goes on PC.
This is personal confirmation. Site, we're getting closer to what I wanted to do for May 4th.
We will be watching those wrist rockets.
We will be watching those wrist rockets. Let's see. Yeah, my first video games were Twisted Metal and Pitfall. My Pitfall was so old, you didn't have a save file. You got a code when you defeated a level, and you had to type that in order to get back to where you were.
Wow, I remember.
Oh,
I can't remember what my first video game was. I remember when like one of my cousins would let me play Grand Theft Auto. I think it was San Andreas.
ooh.
Yes,
Alright.
this one was CJ. I mean, I was like, 8 or 9 at this time,
Mhm.
and I'm playing the game, and he had a paper with all of the cheat codes written out on it.
Oh, dang.
So we would do the cheat codes, and I wouldn't even like go around and like do crime. I would
Mhm.
just ride around in like a tank and just have fun.
Just casually riding.
Casually run. I mean, I kind of, if you consider like running things over a crime, then yeah, I did a
I
little
mean,
bit.
that is vehicular manslaughter.
I mean, how
so-
do you know that people died?
It's also destruction of other people's property.
There's no pleasing. It's just no pleasing you.
There's look. Okay. We have more Reed Richards casting predictions.
Anybody but John Krasinski.
It's not. It's Diego Luna. Diego Luna and Isa Gonzalez, Eiza. I'm terribly sorry if I'm mispronouncing her name. I'm just the guy who reads the stuff. Are rumored to be running and among the top choices for Reed Richards and Susan Storm in Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four film.
So what you're saying is we could get Cassian Andor, but as the stretchy guy.
Stretchy Ander.
Okay. I'm interested. I also am not the biggest fan of the Fantastic Four, so it doesn't really affect me that much. But
I feel like once they finally get a movie that isn't shit, that might change your opinion. Maybe.
True.
I like Reed Richards as a character. I think he's really cool. But how far in are we? Oh yeah, kind of a dilf, but anyway.
I mean, speaking of dilfs,
Wait a second. What are you wearing? Where did this go? Oh, good.
context, I barely know her.
This is pretty great. Further news. It has actually been announced that I am in the running. Oh god, if I had a Fantastic Four suit on under this, that would have been perfect. I would have
That
fully
would've-
gone for the bit.
That would have
Um,
been.
No, I'm only in the running for the next Spider-Man. Tom Holland has had 3 movies. Now it's time for him to get cut off in tradition.
Come on, Tom Holland. Go back
3,
to
2,
Uncharted.
3, 2, 3, 2. Such is the cycle.
Spooderman 4.
Spider-Man movies can't count to 4.
Spooderman
Just
4.
or
Rent.
2. We have Cap 4 updates.
I just realized. I just figured out the name of Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland.
What is it?
So there was Homecoming.
Mhm.
There was Far From Home.
Yep.
And now there's No Way Home.
hmm
Spider-Man 4 is gonna be can't afford rent, so I got evicted from my home.
No more home.
Yes, no more home. We did it. We're good at this.
Oh god.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Marvel, hire us, please. I'm begging.
No, don't do that. Maybe do that. Actually, no. Do that. I have a series idea for a spin-off Spider-Man.
All right, what else we got?
We have Captain America 4 updates.
If they didn't change the name, I'm really not that interested.
It's not a change to the name, but apparently they're going to address the giant man sticking out of the world. You remember the giant celestial that started coming out of the ground in Eternals?
Yeah.
So apparently, that's going to turn out to be the MCU's first chunk of adamantium. And there's going to be a huge war over people mining all that adamantium out in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
So
I mean, Wakanda Forever kind of just did that plot, but
a little bit, but the United States is going to get involved this time because, what else are we going to do if we're not slinging our dick into other people's business?
so you're saying they weren't involved in Wakanda Forever?
They're going to be more involved.
Or they literally talked about destabilizing the country?
That's fair. I think we're going to see less destabilized country, more send in like actual troops, if I had to guess. I know Val's inevitably going to be involved.
See, the problem is it's made of adamantium, so it's kind of like here or there. But if it was made of oil,
well, we'd be colonizing it or setting up
freedom.
bases. It's
Them
not
select
colonization if you're
freedom.
just setting up military bases to protect the people.
What people are you protecting though? Where
Oh, ours, of course. Why would we protect anybody else? The base
protecting our people in a country that our people aren't in.
Well, they're in it now. We sent them there and we built a base. Yarg, 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 yarg.
Okay.
I don't know.
New Year's resolution: try but fail to get political.
I feel like we have like the perfect amount because we do tackle real world issues, and honestly, those are some of my favorite episodes.
That's true.
The
That
toxic
is true.
masculinity episode, I really enjoyed doing. That was one that I genuinely enjoyed. I felt like we had a really good message, and I'd like to do more of those in the new year.
I definitely agree with that. What
Yeah.
other news and rumors do we have before we get to our New Year's?
I do feel like this episode is going to be just all news and rumors with little bits of New Year's resolutions mixed in, if I'm being completely honest.
How much more do you have? Sounds like a lot.
A lot.
Okay. Speed. We'll do a speed run real quick.
Speed run. Okay. Oh, apparently the decision to change Armor Wars from a TV show into a movie is because it's going to be expensive.
Makes sense.
It's going to be very expensive. Henry Cavill. Wait, no, that's old news.
Is that the one about him taking over the Warhammer franchise?
Yes, I'm very excited about that though.
I mean, he's got nothing. He got gypped out of The Witcher, and he got gypped out of Superman. So,
He got. I can't believe because they obviously have not made this official, but the fact that all of the rumors that I've heard were that he was removed from Witcher because he was trying to make things accurate to the books. I don't agree with that decision. I really don't agree with that decision.
I thought it was just a video game.
So there were the books, and then CD Projekt Red bought the rights from those books to make video games, and then Netflix was like, "Hey, CD Projekt Red, you got a big old fan base who's really dedicated to your games." They're like, "Thanks." They're also books. They're like, "Oh, we don't care about that." I mean, maybe a little.
What's a book? How do I read?
Can we make a TV show off of it? They're like, "Sure, I guess." They're like, "Thanks. We're going to make a spin-off movie that also really slaps." The animation style for that is so good. Anyway.
What else we got?
Deadpool 3 is going to use time travel so that it doesn't mess up Logan.
Makes sense.
Let's see. Oh, a Nazi concentration camp secretary was convicted as an accessory to more than 10,000 murders. She was 97.
Smoking that Nazi pack. L plus ratio, bozo.
The only good Nazi.
Sorry, Graham.
Let's see. Oh my goodness. Babe.
Hey, Gabby.
Hi, Gabby. Thank you so much.
What else do we have? What else is going on?
NASA's InSight Mars lander has sent a heartbreaking farewell message back home. The message reads, "My power's really low, so this may be the last image I can send. Don't worry about me, though. My time here has been both productive and serene. If I can keep talking to my mission team, I will, but I'll be signing off here soon. Thanks for staying with me."
Oh, that's very sad.
Every time one of these rovers goes offline, I end up freaking sobbing about a robot. And I don't know if that is just because Star Wars has, helped to humanize droids and robots for me, or just because they're really sad every time.
No, they are. They're made to be like as sad as possible. Like, it's not right. Do better, NASA. Stop making us cry over droids.
Stop making us cry over droids. We will every time, without fail. Let's see. We have new Thrawn rumors for the Ahsoka series. Apparently, the Ahsoka series will feature an important character named Babylon that has a lot of screen time in the show. This character answers to Thrawn, has a helping assassin droid, and appears loyal to the ex-Grand Admiral. Reports suggest he's tied to Thrawn, having his armor resurrected by dark side shadow magics.
Okay. I also saw something about Ahsoka where there's going to be something with the world between worlds and how she's going to go to Mustafar and fight Anakin and stuff like that. So there's also a rumored actress to play young Ahsoka. I don't remember what her name is, but she looks very similar to young Ahsoka. So
I know that Mary Elizabeth Winstead is reportedly playing Hera Syndulla in Ahsoka.
I did see that.
Yep. Let's see. Oh,
I feel kind of weird about that one because I feel like Vanessa Marshall, she did mocap for Hera in what was it, Squadrons?
Yep.
So I feel like she could have done live action Hera, but
I feel like she should. Anyway,
but yeah, stop shafting voice actors.
Enough of me slamming my fist on the desk. There's a lot. Oh, Charlie Cox has addressed the backlash surrounding She-Hulk because, as we know, the misogynists were misogynist.
Mm-hmm.
Toxic fanboys got to it, and a lot of people expressed discontent with She-Hulk. And as he says, you can't please all the people all the time. If She-Hulk's not your thing, then don't watch it. Watch something else.
I mean, honestly, that's the only correct answer.
Mm-hmm. And I knew his response would not let me down, but it was nice to hear him say. And then final major point, because all the other stuff feels pretty. Wait, no, not except for that one and that one. Not final major point. Apparently, Aubrey Plaza, we've known for a while, is somehow connected to the Coven of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
That's been circling for a while. We've heard her name enough that it seems true. But we haven't known who she's going to play. Reportedly, it's going to be Morgan Le Fay, who is, big time witch magic key lady. Within Arthurian mythology, that is King Arthur's sister.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew the name sounded familiar.
Yep. Lindelof's Star Wars movie is rumored to film in 2023. It'll probably enter production within the next year. Let's see. Yeah, it's reportedly with a new lead cast and protagonist. And then, probably the biggest news. Robert Downey Jr. is in talks for a cameo in Armor Wars.
I'm gonna say it right now, Marvel, please do not do AI Tony Stark. Please.
Why not?
Because I think it's silly.
Yeah?
Here's why I say that though. The character has died. They passed on.
Yep.
Let the character stay dead. Because here's the thing. If they do AI Tony Stark, it's going, I don't want to say cheapen Riri Williams, but everyone's going to be like, oh, why do we need Riri Williams? We have.
Glenn, your Wi-Fi is getting bad again.
I think that, but yeah, so I think it's gonna cheapen. People are gonna use it to undermine Riri Williams, and they already are to an extent. But I think that it's, we need to give this character time to shine. And I know in the comic she hangs with AI Tony Stark or whatever, but I just don't like it. Let it go. Let the actor go. Because if not, then it's just going to be more of the same. And it's not because, the MCU is starting to build and develop these new characters. The last thing I want is for them to just, we're getting toxic backlash online. Let's bring back the old characters so, people won't complain about the new ones as much. No, let the new characters have their stories and stand on their own. We have 3 Iron Man movies, several more Avengers movies with him in it. He's in Spider-Man Homecoming. He's in a ton of movies.
Yeah.
If you want Tony Stark, there is a place to get Tony Stark, but it doesn't have to be in the new stuff.
You could watch one of the best Avengers movies, Age of Ultron, which is one of my personal favorites. I was watching it with Gabby the other day.
The movie with no director.
No director. None whatsoever. Don't ask.
It made itself.
Same with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just created itself. Born out of pure love. I love that show. Watch it.
Same with the first Avengers movie. No director. It just happened.
No director. None. It just exists.
All right. What else do we have?
That's it for now.
Okay. So, time to talk about plans for next year. What do you say is your biggest goal for next year? What do you want to accomplish?
For next year, I'm guessing this is podcast specific.
Podcast specific.
Biggest thing for next year, I have a couple items. So one of my big things, earlier this year when we brought in Guest to Know. And Guest to Know is just fun. I love Guest to Know. We do it we were talking once a month, but we were also streaming twice a week when we originally talked about that. And so, babe, you've only seen up to, the bit where all the robots attack. That's not very specific. We only just started Age of Ultron. We have not watched it all the way through. But Uh, when we were talking about Guest to Know, we were streaming twice a week. We wanted to do it once a month. I think once a month might be a bit much for us.
Once every 2 months, maybe.
Yeah, like every other month would be good for Guest to Know because it's a really fun segment, or not segment, but like special episode. But it needs to be special. So
I agree.
we're thinking Guest to Know every other month. I'm thinking on months where we don't have Guest to Know, would be nice to do a Worlds Collide. I think that last Thursday can be extra special, because it's a nice way to round out the month. Everybody likes to round out the month.
Absolutely. And
Oh.
I kind of mentioned this earlier, but I think we're going to be. I really liked the debate video we did where we debated who was the best Robin, and I would like to bring back, more debate style sort of videos where we have. So, for example, I talked with CTA about this. I talked with you about this, and Callahan, if you're watching, you're going to be part of this as well. But Team Cap versus Team Iron Man, specifically in the movie Civil War, who was right?
Okay, not the comics.
Not the comics.
That's good because I haven't read the comics.
Because Cap is right in the comics.
But there's debate in the movies. You're saying there's possibility.
I think when you read the Civil War comic, it's definitive that Cap is on the right side.
Okay.
He just, it gets muddled. Where like Tony just does so many like asshole things in the comics that just completely irredeems his side of the argument. Because even though he only wins because Steve is like, no, we're causing more harm than good. So, we're done. My give up. Whereas in the movies, I think there's real room for debate. Like CTA had some really good points about it on his Instagram story. So I would love to get with CTA and Callahan because I think you said you were Team Cap. Or no, you're Team Iron Man.
No, I'm
Team Cap. CTA is Team Cap. Or Team Iron Man. God, I messed this up so badly.
You'll get it.
Yeah.
You have to get at least one of us right.
I think Callahan's Team Cap.
There you go.
It would be nice to have us get there and kind of maybe not so much do. I would say even because we can have how many people can we have in stream at once?
I don't know. We've never tested it that far.
I think you can have at least 5. It might be 6.
It's gonna be something.
So the reason I'm thinking 5 or 6 is because it would be really nice to have somebody maybe like Gabby in as like a moderator.
Okay.
So we have Gabby moderate, and then we can do. So then once Gabby moderates, it would be really nice, to have her like, kind of address points and stuff like that. So that way it doesn't just become like a shouting match.
Mm-hmm.
So like 2 people, it's easy to go back and forth.
Right.
But like with 4, it's going to be kind of hard. So it would be nice to have somebody as a moderator.
That's fair.
Good night, Gabby. See you next year.
See you, Gabby.
See you next year.
God,
it's the one joke. It's the one joke.
I should have known you were one of those people.
I did it at work today. I texted my my supervisor after I got off. Hey, here's the paperwork, whatever. Have a good one. I'm signing off now, and I won't be back until next year. I'm just a silly, goofy boy. But
just a silly guy being a little.
So I think the biggest thing that I want to reach next year, so like this time next year, I would love for us, and this is a purely not so much like, oh, we have to be there, or
wait, is this the big goal that we talked about?
Maybe. So I would like for a subscriber goal for next year. I'd like to be around 150 subscribers by this time.
Okay.
We're at 65 right now. I think it's. I was gonna say 100, but I'm like, no, we can probably get that pretty early on in the year. So little loftier, a little ambitious. 150. That's what I'm shooting for. Gabby, we love you for that.
We do.
But let me see.
I was just giving Dylan a hard time because Dylan is Dylan. Admittedly, I say it as well. It's a guilty pleasure. And
It is what it is.
look, I'm arguably the weirdest one at my job. I think all of them know that. I feel like I set the bar for that pretty high. Just because,
Exactly.
I'm me. But
we have a precedent to set,
we do. I mean, have you seen The Room? There's a baby.
I mean,
There's another baby.
literally.
And I have this. It's not supposed
Lego
to.
collection right there. It's the look. It's the AT-AT.
The big one.
No, not the big one.
One day.
I am de broke. I'm not getting the big one.
One day.
One day, maybe, potentially.
One
But
day.
where was I going? Where's my brain going?
150 subscribers.
Yeah, so that's the goal. And then I think something that would really help us with that is doing more clips. So taking segments from stream and uploading them as their own separate videos. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely leave a comment. Let us know. Like, I'm not like engagement baiting. I'm like genuinely serious. Like, let us know what you want to see from us. I would also hesitantly be interested in doing YouTube shorts. Potentially, we will see how that goes. I posted one and it did fairly well, so
yeah,
we will see. We'll see, and then maybe doing like clips from the show, and what'd be really fun is like making certain segments where like it's like clickbait. It's like, guys, news and rumors. Star Wars is going to do this thing that is going to completely change the universe. I'm stealing this idea directly from 1313 because they did a really funny. They did a clip from their show where they did that exact thing and they posted it on TikTok. And TikTok, being the garbage fire cesspool that it was, I went in the comments and I left it was obvious the video they posted was satire. So I went, and if you watched the show, you would know that. So I went through and commented satirically underneath it. Like, man, I said something along the lines of like, man, I hate it when Disney introduces new characters into Star Wars for them to ruin. Why can't they just ruin the old characters like they used to? Something along the lines like that. The whole point of it was to be like, mocking, and I did it in all caps. Basically Disney bad, making fun of those people's comment. There's been several people that have liked the comment and not realize it's irony. Like, there's certain people, like, you see the profile picture, like, ooh, you are not getting the irony of this comment. You are not getting the irony, bro. It's not good. The only way I could be any more ironic is if I, like, hit you with the irony stick.
The irony stick?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's over there on the wall. The irony stick. Also, shout out 28-inch lightsaber blades.
You know what? Save that for the end. I have an item from my collection that I also want to showcase.
Ooh.
It's brand new, and I want to show it off. It is, while I do love, so this was actually a Christmas gift from Gabby. This one, as well as the Ghost Trap. I love them so much. I can only see in like a cone in this one. It's amazing. I love it. And then the Ghost Trap.
POV, you're looking right through it.
POV, you are looking through my ecto goggles. The Ghost Trap might be my favorite though, because it lights up, it does the thing. But on top of all that, it smokes. And it smokes a lot. A lot.
Under the Helmet podcast does not condone smoking. Smoking is bad, kids. Don't do it.
Smoking is bad. Tiny smoke machine, 3D printed. I forget who did this.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's pretty great, and the smoke sticks around for like a while.
It does. It lingers. It's really cool.
I like this thing. I will
So, do
probably
you have any
use
other?
it.
Do you have any other plans for us for the end of the year, or for next year?
We should probably get on TikTok. And now that you have a PC that's not a dumpster fire, we need to get on Twitch.
That's the goal. So there will be Twitch streams coming. Probably gonna be some gaming. We've got Jedi Survivor coming out. I don't have a game system, but that could change.
I do, and you guys can come watch my Twitch channel, which will be starting within the new year.
Oh, you know what would be really fun is if we did like Jedi Survivor streams where you play the game, but like we're both there, just kind of talking and just like enjoying the game. That would be fun because then we could do then I'm thinking as well. I'm trying to get into like editing. That's something I want to work with this year, and like editing clips and taking them out. So like this show, pretty straightforward, but it would be really funny to like edit clips and like make stuff funny. Add like Vine Boom sound effects. Because like every now and then,
add Vine Boom sound effects.
Of course, you have to add the Vine Boom. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, Emma, we would love to join. We would love for you to join.
Ooh.
So shout out to Emma doing Twitch streaming, down to stream with you guys if you'd like. Mine will be mostly art stream. That would be fun. And it would also be fun to do like we mentioned this earlier about Battlefront 2 on PC. So it would be really fun to do a Battlefront 2 stream where we all play the game and just enjoy the chaos.
That is the plan for May 4th. That's how I'm wanting to celebrate.
Nice. I'm interested.
4-way death match. You, me, Sita, and Callahan.
4-way death match. Whoa.
Well, not 4-way death match. It's 2v2, I think was the
thought,
plan.
Yeah, one person going to be, and like you play all the different maps and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sweet.
It'd be, we'd pick our 2v2 teams.
Mos Eisley Assault.
I like Mos Eisley Assault. Sita and I typically, I mean, you've been there for that. We play a lot of the Republic era maps.
Republic era maps are the best.
Republic
Although Death Star 2 is really fun.
Death Star 2 is fun. I got destroyed by the beam.
Me too.
It's just funny. Also, Emma, if you're still here, you should drop your Twitch handle.
So drop your at. But yeah, so with that being said, I think we're pretty much
wrapped up.
You want to showcase your thing? I'll showcase mine.
I do.
Grab it. We'll grab it.
It is a Ghostbusters thing because of course it is. But for those of us who don't know, Hasbro has been they did a Kickstarter for the HasLabs Plasma Series Spengler's Proton Pack. The Proton Pack is not the thing I am showing today. However, I am showing the Neutrona Wand. And it...
Also, before you do that, Emma's Twitch is Taco Muffin 10. So if you are on Twitch, go follow Taco Muffin 10.
Yep. That being said, it's collection showcase time. So this right here is a Spengler's Neutrona Wand. It is a thing of beauty. I mean, just the details, the weathering, the stickers.
It's pretty.
Wonderful. It's so pretty. The switches are all metal.
That's cool.
It has a vibration motor in it.
That is sick.
In addition to that, you have the traditional Neutrona Wand. That being said, I'm a big fan of the 2009 video game, and you have the sounds from it. You have the Mark II Slime Blower, which is obviously green. The Stasis Stream.
Yes, Emma, we do in fact have new toys.
Yep. Now that being said, the wand does overheat. So you can watch this little sidebar right here. If I keep firing, it'll build the heat level. Until we get to...
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, I love this thing a lot. And in addition to that, so down here is where you hook up the battery.
Mm-hmm.
When I get the pack, it hooks up to here and powers the wand from the pack. There's no need for their battery pack once you have the proton pack.
So does it still overheat if it's attached to the pack?
It does, but I believe there might be a way to vent it. I'm not positive though.
Nice. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So a little bit smaller, not as cool, but I got a Lego TIE Fighter from my sister, so shout out to her.
Ooh.
It's on my shelf.
Which one?
The regular one. So the newest one that's out right now. I think it's A New Hope TIE Fighter. But yeah, I built this in under an hour, Christmas Day. So thank you to my sister. It's actually really pretty, great detailing, stuff like that. Oh, speaking of this, would anybody be interested in like product reviews and stuff like that? If we talk about like some of the stuff that we get,
I feel like product reviews are good. Yeah.
If you are interested, drop a comment. We're not stealing 1313's whole shtick, but just part of it.
Definitely not. This is
you know what they say: if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and it works well for them. So
look, don't get me wrong. I know it's Tika's trading post, but Tika's Jawa, and Jawa's whole thing is stealing. So we're just gonna Jawa that idea right over.
Utini.
Utini. Let me just.
But yeah, so another thing I want to show off is my I want to give a shout out to Sydney, my other sister, who got my sister from another mother, who got me one of these. It's a light up thing that says Star Wars. If you were looking in the background, you saw it the whole time. But yeah, it lights up. It's really cool. So I'm actually putting this on top of my shelf back there as a little collection piece for my display. So thank you, Sydney. I love it. And then finally,
power on.
I got a new lightsaber blade. So this one is 28-inch Ali Sabers. But yeah, it's really cool. Show it off with my Ahsoka font real quick.
Okay, let's see what you got. He's slick with it. Okay. Also, really funny, but Gabby does put on this Jedi robe and walk around like a Jawa when we're playing video games together. Every once in a while, she will just yell Utini and steal something of mine from off my desk.
That's incredible. Thank you, Gabby.
She also will not give whatever it is back until I give her a snack.
This is the way. Gabby is a true Jawa. The egg.
This is the way.
The egg.
Well,
the egg.
Study. Ooh, suga.
Okay, so do you have anything else you want to discuss?
I think I've got just about everything. We're gonna be getting
too.
On Twitch.
Actually, I think the one other thing I want to add is something I want to do kind of personal. For those who have noticed, I have a Lego collection going on in the background here, and it's quite massive. And I eventually would like to do a Lego collection sort of show-off piece.
Wait a second. Did you say massive Legos collection? I couldn't quite see that. Let me get on my looking glasses. Oh yeah, that's pretty big.
Hold on. I will do the disconnect thing.
Say the disconnect thing. There's a disconnect thing? Oh, it disconnected your Wi-Fi. What the heck? Man is laggy. Laggy. This ain't good. Oh, your microphone is not working. I don't know if you can hear us. Your microphone doesn't work. Plug back in your mic.
No, I got it. Yeah, I unplugged my laptop from my docking station to show that. I didn't realize you couldn't hear. Oopsie doopsies. For those who are wondering, when I picked up the camera, I did the Joker, and I was like, "This is how crazy Batman has made Gotham." But anyways, with that being said, I think that's pretty much everything.
Yeah, I think that's it.
So thank you to everybody for coming out. While you're here, do not forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe to Under the Helmet Podcast, follow us on Instagram, follow us or join our Discord. Let's see what else we got. Thank you. We've been doing this a year now. It's kind of surreal. So
yeah. Whew.
Yeah, we look forward to doing more next year. And
we've come a long way. We have better organization, better haircuts, better. I feel like
better ingredients, better pizza, better bitches, better money. My clothes better, my shoes better.
Better paranormal investigation equipment that lights up.
Better X-ray helmets. But with that being said, have a good night. May the force be with you, and we will see you next year.
Bye-bye.
Got him.